Come on a journey with me, Brie Lawrenson, where we talk about the stories behind the scenes in the music industry. Grab a drink or four. This is your front row ticket in to the distillery with me, Brie. In celebration of hitting 60,000 monthly Spotify listeners, I'm giving away a Yeti Roadie 24 cooler. It's worth $400, and all the Patreon members get double the chances of winning. So if you subscribe to a tier, you will have twice as many chances as the rest of the world on TikTok has to win the Yeti cooler. We will be announcing the winner Halloween, 9 p.m. Eastern Time at Brie Lawrenson Music live on TikTok. Go check it out. You could win the Yeti cooler. Ready?
Welcome to another episode of The Distillery. I am Addict T, and joined always as with my beautiful wife.
Aw, hi, I'm Brie. Nice to see you tonight.
Yeah. It's we've been meaning to record for a few days, but we just haven't been able to do it.
Well, life is crazy, right? Life is nuts, actually.
Life is always nuts. There's always something to do or something on the go. Or
I feel like we keep pretty busy.
Yeah.
And just.
And speaking of busy, we have our guest on next week. We're doing so. We're going to be doing an episode
excited.
Next Monday.
Yes.
With the Beauty Witch and the Six.
One of my favorite creators on TikTok. She's
What's
a witch.
her TikTok handle?
It's at Beauty Witch and the Six.
Awesome. So go give her a follow.
Six
at Beauty
is with
Witch and the
a
Six.
S-I-X. Or sorry, with a 6-I-X.
What?
I'm pretty sure. A 6-I-X instead of an S.
Instead of S-I-X.
Yeah.
X,
Anyway,
6-I-X.
well, I'll be tagging her and everything, all the content about that episode. We're so excited because she's a psychic medium and one of my favorite TikTok creators. She's live every single night, and I've spent more money than I wanted to. Yeah. Buying.
Those are cool. Those are crystals, right?
Crystals.
Those are cool crystals, though. Those are cool crystals. Well,
they're authentic and otherwise you just order them from Amazon. But she goes live and she sells these crystals, so you can actually just hang out in her room and watch and see the actual crystals, which is just makes you want to buy them. Really.
So we're recording with her next Monday. As we record this, it's Tuesday. We're going to try to get this podcast out tonight.
So you know what? Maybe the Patreons let us know if you have like a question for a witch.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
It's
we'll put a post on there too.
Yes. Well, everything, and then
and we only have about a half hour, 45 minutes. So we're going to try to keep it, if there's the more questions we get, we're going to try to get through as many as we can, but
it might be tough because you never know what's going to happen when the witch is in the room. Yeah,
exactly. So it's pretty cool. We're doing it on Monday. We're recording on Monday, and then we're going to be releasing it to the Patreons on October 31st.
Yes, Halloween special edition.
And then we'll release it as an extra episode.
Thank you, Matt.
On our channel the day after, on November 1st. So
I'm live on TikTok right now, if you're wondering.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And DJ Wolf.
What else you got going on October 31st?
What else?
Yeah.
We are doing a big giveaway.
Nice.
And it's like a giveaway that I've been wanting to do for a long time. We're hosting it on my main TikTok channel, which is Brie Lawrenson Music on TikTok. The one with 265,000 followers. No big deal.
Yeah, that's sick.
We're hosting the giveaway on that channel, so it's a pinned. If you want to enter before Halloween, you can. Check it out.
So what do you do to enter? You just go to your TikTok and tag somebody?
Yeah, go to Brie Lawrenson Music on TikTok, and then you click the pinned video on the Yeti Cooler giveaway, and all you have to do is tag a friend. So there's a lot of comments. It's kind of blowing up right now.
That's awesome.
So if you want to double your chances at winning,
for sure.
on winning the Cooler Yeti, The Yeti Cooler. You can join us on Patreon.
Yeah, for sure.
And I've been getting a lot of people joining the Patreon, and there are tier members and there are followers, and I'd like to say thank you so much for just being there.
Yeah, that's it for everybody. Just for
coming,
for the support, anything.
Clicking the links and putting my name in the search engine for whatever kind of platform, I ask you.
For sure.
And it's great.
And there's so many.
Yeah, there are. There's so many. And actually, I just got some amazing news about Spotify on my Spotify channel.
Yeah, you haven't even released this to TikTok or anything yet, and you probably won't before we release the podcast. I don't know. This could be like a worldwide exclusive right now. We don't even know.
It's one of the, you know what
it's
this is?
It's pretty fucking cool.
A lot of people that are in the music industry, they might not get this, and I just feel like that's my whole entire life.
Yeah.
A lot of people in my life don't really get how big something is when you kind of talk about it when it's related to something like the music industry, because it's so intense and crazy, but just like any industry, really. So you kind of have to, if you're an expert in it, then it's just like, then But this exclusive invite came to me from Spotify because they said that 27 of my songs were qualified to be on discovery mode.
Okay.
So that's basically a campaign, a promotion campaign that could get you heard like all
across
kinds
the globe
of streams. Yeah. So and including radio. So
that means they're going to get you on playlists. That's what
and
discovery
autoplay
means?
And stuff like that.
Oh, fucking right, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So these things that
You know what? There's a lot of artists that have so many followers on Spotify. Like, do you know Tom McDonald?
Yes.
So he
the
has...
rapper?
Yeah, he has so many followers and stuff on Spotify, and he's not even signed.
Yeah.
He's an indie artist.
And actually, that's the best way to be.
Oh, 100%, because you get all your money, fuck.
Yeah, because you own everything. You don't have to... But, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
There's red tape and stuff in the industry. Like, if you're an artist that doesn't have a label, then you're kind of not really seen as a real artist kind of thing. Things are changing now.
Yeah.
Because of the internet. And because of followers and likes and streams and views. And like those views are converting to my Spotify streams.
Yeah.
That which converts to royalties.
Yeah.
And it's like the music industry is different than it was like in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s even. And it keeps changing and changing.
Well, back then you could literally pay somebody to put your song on the radio, right? Didn't a lot of people do that?
Payola.
Is that what it was called?
That's illegal.
Well, no, I know it's illegal. I know it's illegal, but I think that's what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
But a lot of it was happening. Like, fuck.
And that's just the industry, right? That's just like any other business industry, the rich.
So you're going to get your songs on Discovery most to get you on. Okay. That's amazing. That's awesome.
I thought it was pretty cool, and it's another little win,
Yeah, for sure. And how many songs are in your catalog?
I don't even know.
No?
I feel like there's... so there's 27 that are qualified.
That's fucking great. Like,
but I have a whole other
Big in
album.
Japan, and then we go to... Like, do you know how...
Big in Japan?
Well, no, but... Like,
isn't that a song?
Japan and like China and stuff like that, like Germany, those places, the music there is so respected.
I know.
And like musicians are on a different level.
I know. Well, you know that. Remember when I worked with Pete?
Yeah.
And he's like the lead guitar player for Harum Scarum.
Yeah.
Which is a huge 90s rock pop band. Or from the 90s or the 80s, I don't know. But anyway, huge in Japan.
Which is great. Well, Germany, isn't it?
No.
They're big in Europe.
All the way across the world, yeah. They're known as superstars.
And remember Corey Wilson?
Yes.
He played with
the death metal.
Yeah. Fuck, I wish I knew that band. The name of it. I followed him on Twitter.
Yeah. But they're like a whole different niche. Like they're like heavy.
They're
heavy
like
metal.
headbanging heavy metal. But I mean, he showed us pictures.
Like he literally like does the splits on stage while he's playing the bass guitar.
Which is crazy. And like he'll literally like be jumping in the airplane, and there's just thousands of people, and they're like headlining these events, and it's in a complete different level there, right?
It's different. I mean, you never know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like there's so many, and
but you had a couple songs that were pretty big in like was it Wales, and you were being played in Wales. And
I was getting a lot of playing in the Netherlands, and that's when I kind of realized that I could like basically call myself an international recording artist. But that's because of things like the internet, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And it's all about how you push your and advocate for yourself. Yeah. Because there's so many, there's so much talent out there.
Well, especially if you go to Nashville or something like that, right? The amount of talent.
Oh my God, I couldn't even stay in Nashville. I thought
you saw it, yeah.
Like I would go for a month at a time. I would go for a month every 3 months. I would leave Crown Place and go to Nashville. And I would like set up my whole month with meetings. And remember that time that we drove all the way there, and we met the guy from that helps with Taylor Swift's campaign.
Yeah, that guy was cool.
And he was like, "How did you get this meeting?"
Yeah.
And so
you just emailed everyone you could fucking find on the internet.
Yeah, and so that's where that came from, because you were always just like, well, why wouldn't you just send them another email? Like, what are you going to lose?
You think about it, what's the worst that's going to happen? They're not going to email you back. Okay.
And it's true, and and you know what? I feel like that bit of advice and incentive it really just changed.
Well, that guy we met literally worked with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and he wanted to know how we got his contact information.
And he told us some cool shit.
And this is like when the internet, this was
it was like
ago.
What, like 2012, like maybe 11 years ago.
Like a lot of us didn't know what kind of power the internet has.
I don't think we still don't know the power the internet has, honestly.
Well, now we're just like living online, basically.
But we met him, and he bought us lunch. Mm-hmm. And we had like an hour meeting, and then we drove home after.
And then that
was the last thing we did. We stayed till that afternoon so we could meet with him.
Yeah, and
that was cool. I forgot about that. That was cool.
Oh my God, there's so many things. I feel like I'm an elephant because elephants don't forget things.
Yeah, I'm an elephant, or I'm not an elephant.
No. Maybe it's that elephants forget. No, elephants remember forever. So I'm an elephant.
Elephants remember,
and you're another, like maybe a donkey.
I'm a fucking lion.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm a fucking saber-toothed tiger.
I'm a tiger. My Chinese astrology
is a tiger. I think I'm the monkey.
Is a tiger, and you're a dragon.
A dragon. I could be a fucking dragon.
You're an earth dragon.
Yeah. Well, I want to be like a space dragon.
Couple right here. Anyway.
Yeah, we got off track there. What are you listening on Spotify right now? Are you listening to anything specific?
That's a great question.
Because we were listening to a bunch of different stuff the other day. We were driving home from somewhere. Dropping off to get your phone fixed because Brienne broke her phone again.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying, and I hate to say this because because I'm just a top 40 kind of girl. I love the top 40 music, and I am obsessed with this new Luke Combs song of the song that was originally done by Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
Oh, Fast Car. We listened to that. That was actually good. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I have loved that song for years. And it was one of the songs that, inspired me to write music myself. But just the way he does it, and now how it's blowing up. Yeah. Again, for him, how neat is that to see?
For him. For
her.
I was going to say, it's not really for him.
I mean, yeah, he's already, for her. Right now, he's So, for her as a songwriter.
Oh, it's huge. She would get paid off of every stream from Spotify and shit.
I don't know. I think
because she's the owner, right?
So she's the owner of the song. So she has songwriting credits. Yeah. But the recording and everything, the official recording is probably owned by his label.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, it's a whole other thing that I don't really know lot about.
Would he make money off it though? I'm sure he would somewhere. Yeah,
that would depend on his contract with his label, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I heard on the radio the other day he was talking about. So him and his wife just had 2 babies, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or she's either pregnant again. I'm not sure. And he was talking about how they didn't want to have a nanny because they wanted to be more hands-on, direct with the kids.
Oh, they'll give him a week.
And it's not,
give him a fucking week.
And it's not because we don't have the money. It's because I don't want. This is what it was. Yeah. He said it's because I want my kids to grow up riding bikes, not riding tour buses. That's what he said.
But he's going to be riding tour buses if he's going on tour. He's bringing his family with him.
But he's not bringing a nanny.
But they're still riding the fucking tour bus.
I know. I thought that was weird,
too. That was weird, right?
I was like, but wait.
That sounds strange.
No, this is what I think. This is what I think, though. No, I think this is...
ride them at
I think what he means, because remember when Luke Combs came to the Blues Fest that one year we went?
The one in... when you played it? A Blues Fest?
Ottawa Blues Fest, yeah. I wasn't playing that year, but you and I went, and we remember we took our lawn chairs and we waited for the Uber down near Little Italy.
Oh yeah, we waited out front of someone's driveway waiting for Uber.
And it was one of the best shows. Once we and I remember him saying on stage that his wife had Luke Combs.
Luke Combs, yes.
I'm not talking about Luke Bryan.
I swear to God, you said Luke Bryan.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
no,
anyways, keep going.
With the Luke
We're going to rewind the tape
here. Come on.
Keep going.
Country music isn't just about tight...
Shaking your ass, girl.
Tight pants.
Shaking your ass,
anyway. So we went and saw his concert. I remember him saying on stage that his wife just had the baby. And they were back home, obviously.
Yeah.
And that he was just excited to get home to them, obviously.
Well, yeah.
I feel like he's the kind of artist that would just be like, okay, I've got a tour, I've got a show here, so I'm just going to fly there, and then I'm just going to come back home.
Yeah, that's probably
instead of live on the tour bus.
Do. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay, that makes sense then.
And I mean, if he's got the cash,
he's probably got his own watch that cable too. That's what's plugging this thing in.
Okay, we're doing good.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That humidifier just went off. I think.
No, that's the heat.
It's the heat. Okay.
The heat. Yeah, we had to turn on the heat here. It's been freezing. I closed our window the other night too because I was freezing my ass off at 2 a.m.
It's getting to that time of year,
Yeah. And we got so Halloween's and Zane is going to be a lion.
Yes, which
is pretty exciting. I think we should take him to Bayshore Mall and get him.
Yeah, is that on Halloween night?
No, it's Halloween during the day.
I'm busy Halloween night.
No, it's during... Well, he goes to bed at 7. You're doing your giveaway at 9. I think we're all right.
Yeah.
But no, during the day, because I'll be home early, and then we can go.
Yeah, okay.
Do it, yeah.
And so I don't know. I guess with that nostalgic song, I'm really listening to that.
Yeah.
A lot. And... Okay. I know that it's not a new song, but it's the Brothers Osborne.
What song is that you've been listening to?
It's Not For Everyone.
Okay. Oh, yes.
I'm like Scotch with Zydeco bands. I'm like B-side towns, Van Zandt. Oh, I love it. I'm always speaking my mind when I'm better off biting my tongue.
Nice.
Oh, it's so good. And I love the...
Can you play it? You should play it on the...
I did. I learned it on the guitar. Nice. And it's one of the songs...
Have you been playing with your looper pedal?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Mondays and Thursdays, those are the days that I get to have,
to play with them.
The free time to be creative and do that.
Sorry, I cut you off when you were talking about Brothers Osborne.
But yeah, that's another one that I want to try with the looper pedal. Yeah. We're working on doing a music video coming up.
Yeah, next weekend, I guess. Not this weekend, next weekend.
A few music videos coming up.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to do a nostalgia song, some covers.
Yeah, we haven't dropped the names yet, so don't drop them.
No. And yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm just trying to get ready for it, and it'll be a long day. Hopefully
it's going to be a hell of a long day, but I think it's going to turn out great. We got Brandon coming down, who's done all your my music videos, all your music videos for sure.
Yeah, and he's just like so awesome to work with.
And we're working on the show for February of next year.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about that, though.
No, well, I'm just waiting back on some confirmation stuff, but the plan is to do, I think we've mentioned it a couple times, but we'll keep mentioning it until we get up there. A live podcast, and then we're going to have an opening act, and then you're going to play.
Yeah.
And then that'll all be broadcasted live on Patreon.
For all the
Patreon members. So you'll be able to do that. And then we're going to have some tickets on sale for the live. We're going to do like a little meet and greet after. That's going to be a couple long days because that'll be one full day of just complete rehearsal because we're not going to be winging this. And then the next day we're going to be there early, get everything nice and set up, making sure everything's working because we're going to have a lot of microphones and plugins.
And I just can't wait for the episode with the Beauty Witch and the Six.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be fun. We got a lot of good things happening. And we're giving away more money in December too, so a lot of great things are happening.
All the Patreons, get to be a part of a $1,000 giveaway contest for one Patreon member, not all of them.
No, I wish.
So it'd be very excited.
Yeah. What are we here to talk about today? We're here to talk about Guts and God.
Yeah, but we've kind of just gone on and on and on.
Yeah, well, let's start talking about Guts and God too. Why not? I love that song.
Yeah, that's one of your favorites. Why do you like that song so much?
It's just so like get up off your like to me. It's just like get up off your ass, like believe in something and have the courage to go do it and pursue it. That's what that's what it means to me.
Yeah.
It's just like get up and go.
You're a very motivated person.
I'm a very motivated person.
I feel like you thrive on like motivation videos.
Oh, I love it. When I was boxing or powerlifting, that's all I watched. Was just either I just watched the Rocky movies in Ali over and over again. Mm-hmm. And then I just watch
that was like me. I just watched The Bodyguard with Renee Easton over and over again. That's it. Like I lost 100 pounds and fought in like a year because I wanted to fight. Like I wanted to box. And it was just through like videos and shit like that. I loved it. Oh, I love it. It's nice. I'd love to be a motivational speaker. But anyway. You'd be great at that because
But that's what it means to me. So like what was it? Well, hold on a sec. Let's back up here. So this was with PLA Media that you got this meeting with, or how'd you get this meeting?
No, it was another company in Nashville, and to tell you the truth, I can't even remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But I was working with an entity here who connected me with a company there that would take artists that are up and coming and let them or connect them so that they could write with hit writers. So writers that have already had hits.
Okay.
So, like, writers that have been in Nashville for years and have written on Rascal Flatts songs and everything, which was the writer. His name is Vincent D. His name is Vincent D. William. He's the writer that wrote Guts and God with me, and he wrote on some Rascal Flatts songs.
Oh, that's awesome.
And, yeah, it was really cool to be...
So the entity here was Willow Records.
Was that what it's called? Willow...
Who were you with here?
I'd rather not say the name.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine.
No comment. Willow's our cat's name, by the way.
That's funny. Okay. So they set you up down there, and then you had the meeting. So you sat down with this guy, and like, how was it? Like Vincent D. Williams. So how did you know he was a Rascal Flatts, like a writer for them? Did he tell you, or did you know that?
No, he didn't know. Only some
He's
of them.
He's too humble. I would probably, right?
Yeah, like they don't go into organic songwriting rooms and be like, I wrote for this person. That's not the right way to start a song.
Yeah.
Being a human without ego is the perfect way to do it. And so I didn't really like reading a lot about the songwriters I was going to meet with because then I'd get like nervous and then I didn't want to ruin the songwriting process. But yeah, like a few of them I did know what they had written. And I knew that he had written a special song that I love from Rascal Flatts. And I did know that going in, but I tried not to just I just kind of put it out of my head.
Yeah.
And I was very clear at what I wanted to write about. I wanted him to know that I'm very I'm organized with my ideas. I know exactly what I want to say. I know what the title I want is. And I told him right away, I said, I want to write a song called Guts and God.
So it was your idea. You brought forward that idea?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you usually do when you're when you're not the senior writer.
Oh, you bring the idea forward.
I feel like...
Oh, that's like an unwritten rule?
I feel like it is.
That's cool.
But
Hashtag rules of songwriting.
Yeah, another unwritten rule too, though, in Nashville, which is cool that you said that, is that everyone in the room always gets the same amount of songwriters, like songwriting credits. Whereas some places it's different. Like there'll be in Nashville, it's always 50-50.
Or 33 if there's
Yeah. And
that's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember growing up, I would write with Canadian artists or Canadian writers, and it wasn't always like that. It was like a song. If it was an idea that was presented to me, then they would get more than I would. But anyway, that's kind of just another little side note about Nashville, which is really neat.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just came into the room and I was like, I want to write a song called Guts and God.
What gate, was that something you were already working on? Or?
I'm going to tell you this because it's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's one of the reasons why I wanted to write that song, why it came to my head, is because I was watching an episode of Sex and the City.
Okay.
One of my favorite. Obviously,
you love that shit. Yeah.
One of my favorite.
Fucking Carrie and Phoebe and
Samantha.
the others. And
there's one episode. Samantha says something like, all those people care about is it's just guts and God. And when she said that sentence, I was like, I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
And at that point, and I'm not saying that I took that from her. I mean, this kind of stuff happens all the time. It's like artists take the same chord progressions from other people's songs and they use them, and so it's just, it was a cool little thing that popped out, and I was like, oh, maybe I could write a song that's kind of about that. Okay. And then I thought Guts and God would be a perfect title, because you always want to start a country song or whatever song. You always want to start with something that's really engaging, And when you see the title like that, you're like,
fucking right.
Okay.
You're like, I want to listen to that.
Yeah, what's this about, It's not just another old
So you just have the title?
Song.
You just have the title?
All I had was the title.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I said I wanted to be about a person that is that has taken their whole life and sacrificed their whole life to try to accomplish something. And it's no matter what kind of obstacles they go through, they're still gonna persist. They're still gonna keep going. Yeah. No matter how hard it gets, and even if it gets dirty, that's a part of that's one of the lyrics right there. If it's gonna get clean, it's gonna get dirty, it's gonna be rough, and so he was the one that came up with all those awesome words, and he was totally in. He's like, I get it, I so get it. He's like, okay, let's do it.
But did you guys have a meet first though?
We were together in the room.
Yeah.
And then he had some cool software that he was working on in his computer.
Okay.
And he set up a track. Okay. So, we talk about the kind of feel that we want. And I was like, I want it to be kind of upbeat and empowering. I don't want it, it could be a ballad, but I still want it to be really passionate.
A ballad is
a ballad would be hello, it's me.
I fucking love ballads. Anyways, keep going.
And ballads are awesome.
Yeah.
But,
you crush them all.
Well, thank you. Yeah. But at the same time, you're trying to also fit into radio, which is also very, especially for women.
Yeah.
Not a lot of women. It's better to have an upbeat song than it is to have a ballad, for sure.
Really,
as a woman.
Oh, okay. Okay, as a woman.
Unless you're Adele.
Yeah. Fucking Adele.
I love
Crazy
Adele.
bitch. I know. She's fantastic.
But yeah, he was wonderful. He was like, okay, let's go. And he put like a rhythm track together first, which is, it's probably like one of the most important parts to like put together first. Cause then you're like setting up the vibe and the feel. And that's when it was just, I'm gonna hope, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna wish on every star.
God damn.
And then like those words right there, they just like give you little goosebumps.
Yeah.
Like,
did you come up with those words?
No, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
That son of a bitch. No wonder I fucking
But he
wrote
knew
for the
exactly
Rascal
what I
Flatts.
wanted. Yeah, I told him. I was like, this is the type of song I want. I've been through this, and I want it, to like empower people so that they can know that like they're not alone when they're going through shit.
That's awesome.
And so this song, I didn't even think about the effect it would have on people that had kids that were like,
yeah, because this was the
had
song for
diseases
Chio,
and,
yeah.
like,
Which we'll get into.
I thought, you think your problems are big.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and so based on your problems, you're writing a song that ultimately like can connect everyone and like every single situation. Like, so when
no matter what you believe in or you're nothing, it's just that connects everybody in
guts
one
and
way.
God,
Yeah,
baby. That's all it's going to take is
Yeah.
guts and God.
Yeah.
And so the Children's Hospital took that song.
Chio, yeah.
Here in Ottawa, and they do
Like a
a radiothon
Yeah.
every year and a telethon to raise money for the Children's Hospital. And they took that song and they put a montage together with stories from parents of young children that had been to Chio and that have had their lives saved.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Because of it's on YouTube. If you're going to go listen to it, just make sure you bring a box of tissues, because
remember, so we went to Chio because I think you did it live, or we were there doing a meet
the
or
radiothon
something.
is always there, and I always go there to play.
So we were there, and then there was probably like 100 people or so in
the
there.
cafeteria there,
and then they were playing it. I don't know if it was over the radio or again you were playing live, but there wasn't a fucking dry eye in the place. And they had the video playing. Remember, like,
I remember what you're talking about. It was that was at Chio too, but it was for another young girl in the community that had heard the song from the hospital.
Yeah.
And she had her family asked me to go and sing that for her and the rest of the patients that were on her floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I think so, because you were with me at that one.
Yeah.
And that one was more of like a formal event.
Yeah.
Whereas like the radiothon, you sit there with, and I sat there with Nan.
Yeah.
And just like
Nan.
shoot the breeze.
Yeah.
And talk about my experiences with Chio, which when I was a kid, I went to Chio because I'm, from the Ottawa Valley, and I had my eating problems.
Yeah.
When I was like 12 or 13, I did like lots of group therapy sessions there and stuff. And
well, it holds true to your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just another person that has been helped by something so amazing like a children's hospital. It's
even on the it's man fuck, I forgot about that Chio thing.
I know. So like go check it out on YouTube.
Check it out. Honestly, if there's one thing you're going to look at today, tomorrow, or this weekend, it is that Chio YouTube video, and like you are gonna cry your ass off
if you're ready for a cry,
if you're
ready to be.
It's Friday. Picture this: it's Friday night. You got a bottle of wine. You're ready for a good cry after a long fucking week. Okay, you're gonna put this on, and then you're just gonna bawl your ass off.
Out because it feels good to let it out.
Yeah, that's it.
And also it puts perspective on your own problems.
Yeah, for sure.
Because these are kids and families that have been through like hell.
So let's more positive note here.
We're heavy. We're getting heavy.
Let's bring it back. So you guys are writing the song. So kind of tell us a little bit, anything else you can kind of share with us during the writing process with this guy?
One cool thing is that we actually didn't get to finish the song together.
So what happens then?
So what happened was I did a rewrite and then another rewrite without him, because we didn't have the chance to we didn't have the time. And that's fine. Like, that happens in sessions. Like, you never know how long a songwriting session's going to take or last. So, I rewrote the song twice without him, but I kept everything. It was more of just I didn't know if I wanted the verse or the chorus to be the verse or the chorus. It's like, I didn't know if I didn't know how I wanted to arrange the song. Because it is a little different. It's like, there's a verse and a pre-chorus and a chorus, but it's like they don't really. Anyways, I'm probably talking gibberish to you right now, but
you are. But I mean, somebody out there understands
it's a songwriter formula that I really wanted to get right, because I really wanted to release the song to Canadian radio and have a really good story behind it about, you know, and then the whole Chio thing, like everything just
I think
happened.
that's something to be proud of on its own, because that song helped raise a lot of money for Chio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's the power of music right there.
So you came back to Canada, you finished it, and then you went to release it?
And then we released it to radio. Yep. And I don't know, I think it was one of the Billboard charting songs.
And then did anything happen when you released it?
So what do you mean, like, did anything happen? Like, was there a good response or bad response?
No, I'm talking like, was there any drama?
Drama between me and my
Your
team
former
of people?
band, yeah.
My former band. Yeah. There was drama, and you know, like, it was
not drama. There was just a little bit.
there was
difference
tension.
of opinion. Difference of opinion, which created tension.
There was a lot of tension.
Difference of opinion, which created.
And I
tension.
should have known then that, you know, I shouldn't be working with anyway. You know, like, egos get in the way, and so the thing is, what I've learned is that when I go out of my way to try and help another songwriter and artist, and I'm inviting them to Nashville. I'm like, I would never do anything. This is what, and I remember saying that I would never do anything to put another artist down.
Of course, we're not going to do that.
The only thing I would do is I would spend my energy trying to help that artist.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's
what music's about,
that's
right?
kind of what we were doing at the time. Everyone wants to grab onto someone they know that's going somewhere.
Yeah.
And so we decided to record a few songs together, and during that time I had a Nashville. Well, after that, just after, we had a trip. I had a trip planned to Nashville that I invited some of my favorite writers to come with.
Yeah.
But anyways, they couldn't. But came back home, and I had looked at the repertoire of songs that I just recorded, some here in Canada and some in Nashville, and I thought, I'm going to release these ones first, and then this one. Like, there's always a strategy when you're releasing a song.
And time of year you're picking, and like the type of song, and yeah.
And at that time, I was sort of being directed by an independent entity that, you know, thought that some songs weren't as strong as others.
Yeah.
And I feel like I shouldn't, and I think a lot of artists would say this, like, they shouldn't, when you have, like, an intuition about a song, then, like, you should follow your fucking intuition.
Yeah.
And at that point, I had been told that the strategy I was going for wasn't the strongest one, so I switched out Guts and God for Cry.
Okay.
And there was a lot of tension then, because I had recorded Cry with my previous band, and they were all paid well, and they weren't very happy about the choice that I made,
because they wanted, you know, the song that you guys all did together.
Because, and I mean, everyone wants their shit to be heard.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. And you know, you can't.
It sucks that it created all that tension and stuff.
And that's when everything, it created. But I mean, it happens a lot.
But you know what? At the end of the day, obviously, you made the right choice.
I made the right choice for me. I don't regret a damn thing.
Yeah, well, that's it.
We ended up releasing all of the music that we recorded together, and Yeah, the two that I did with the band didn't chart. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
We're all trying to ride the same train here. It's
Yeah.
like, sometimes things just don't work out.
Of course. But like I said, it's I know at that time it was just difficult, right? Because it was
So difficult. And then the next 5 years were.
Yeah.
The next 5 years, I was
Yeah.
just like, oh my God, they don't like me,
Yeah.
like walking on eggshells and shit.
Yeah.
And so,
All right, that's good. Yeah, we're good.
sober now. And I wrote some pretty damn good songs.
You did. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
After it all
100%. And we'll get into that in a future episode, I'm sure.
It's funny though, like the 5 years that like it lasted from there. That the even though they didn't really like me after that, they still like wanted to hang on to my name.
Okay.
They still wanted to,
All right.
yeah, like
All right.
just get their teeth in there.
Okay.
Anyways,
So, well, I think that's a good note to end this.
hi Taz. Aw, thank you, Taz. Taz is one of the newest members on Patreon.
Hey, Taz.
And I have a package that I'm sending you soon. Probably tomorrow. I got it all. So check us out on TikTok. We're live. And Brie Lawrenson Music. That's my main account. And then also BrieLawrenson.com.
Yeah. This was fun. This was fun reliving some of the old, like at the...
Isn't that what we do?
With the Chio stuff and all that. That was fun to revisit. But guys, check out that YouTube video because honestly, it is something that'll be... that you won't soon forget. It is something that you won't soon forget.
It's impacting.
It's very, very impacting for sure. So
check out the new giveaway that we're doing with the Yeti cooler. It's like worth $400.
Yeah.
And all the Patreon members, whoever is a member now or signs on between now and Halloween, gets double the chances to win because it's getting pretty overloaded on the TikTok.
That's awesome though. That's awesome. That's what we want.
Yeah.
And make sure, guys, please like this podcast, share this podcast to your friends. Tell your brother, your sister, your mother, your father about it.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is definitely caring. So please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Ciao.
Have a good night.